Homer was almost participating with the world itself, and his poetry was a reification of nature into this new human form of communication, culture, um, and the pre-Socratics took that and refined it in the sense that they came up with, the four elements, or the five elements if you count ether, as the basic components of this cosmos. Philosophy from there got influenced by Judaism, by a sense that there was a destiny for human beings. So philosophy, Greek thought, got mixed in with this messianic call to make humanity into something supernatural rather than just natural. The Greeks were perfectly content with being natural and admiring, the body and the physical world, the architecture, and the way that we live our lives right here on Earth. But the, the Jews and eventually the Christians had this notion of transcendence, of heaven, of God, and a relationship between man and God that was very personal. For the Greeks, the gods, sometimes they cared about humans, other times they didn't give a fuck. They just had their own thing going on up in heaven, and the humans were down here, and they were affected by the gods, but there wasn't that personal sense of a creator looking down on us as though we were its children, and we feeling a sense of guilt about making sure that we do as Father says and obey the law. That doesn't really exist in Greek thought. There's more of a worldly approach to the human realm as something which exists independently of the godly realm, or at least independently in the sense of what we can know and understand and control. But in Christianity, we get this notion that we can do better, that we can be objective, we can know the outside perspective of reality if we have the ins with God, so to speak, if we know God's designs or the codes or the blueprints of God's creation. If God's a programmer, we want to know the code. What's the binary sequence which has given rise to this phenomenon?